Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As many of you who go to masjids have probably experienced that you generally get somebody or the other that will come in to ask for a donation. And most people, what they do is they send them to the Imam. The Imam probably sends them to a committee member. The committee member then sends them somewhere else. And there used to be these musical chairs that used to keep going on. Nobody really knew how to help everybody or how to vet somebody in terms of whether they are really needy or not. So alhamdulillah, this was an idea that was born from those issues about 3 years ago, where we mashallah established Nawaal Benevolence Fund, specifically first for just Hackney only. And the idea was that we take local money, local donation, and we give that to the local poor. And yes, there are local poor, and that was very surprising for a lot of people, that there actually people that were poor existed locally, because most people traditionally have been sending their zakat and sadaqat, etc., to outside the country to these different organizations. However, what we have to understand is that there are actually, you'd be surprised how many poor people there are locally speaking. So alhamdulillah, we started this. And just to give you some recent examples, there was a sister who had to move into her council flat from a woman's refuge after having stayed there for some time. She was disabled, her child is disabled as well, and the problem was that any benefit she was getting wasn't sufficient to cover the rent or the initial deposit for a flat. So alhamdulillah, Nawal helped her out with that, and she had no flooring, carpet, pretty much unfurnished flat, but alhamdulillah all of that was covered, and alhamdulillah now she's stable in that sense. Likewise, there was a brother who started full-time work after having a period of homelessness. Again, he had insufficient funds to cover a deposit for the first month of rent, and again Nawal helped him out. So today mashallah he's got a secure flat, secure job, back on his feet. And these are really stories that really inspire us, that local help goes a long way. Otherwise we are questioned about this. If we're sending money outside whereas there's local needs, then we will be questioned about it. Just to give you an idea, in the last 3 years, alhamdulillah, we've spent nearly £80,000 locally. And when I mean locally, I don't even mean in the whole of London. I mean just around Hackney, some parts of Newham and some parts of Waltham Forest, maybe Tottenham, maybe around Haringey, but that's it. Just in this small kind of eastern area, northeastern area of London, this small area, this is the only place where we've spent nearly £80,000. Alhamdulillah, all of this spending that we've done locally and all of these people that have been helped, this is not an easy process for us. We take this very seriously because it's people's zakat money. So the money doesn't go just like that to people. There's an application process, there's a 4-stage vetting process, and the people who are assessing all of these applications have a long history of working in benefits departments and in the welfare system to assess the needs from a person to person basis. So they are very, very strict. So we have to turn people away if we feel any kind of doubt, because it's your zakat money and we don't want to hold a responsibility for that if we're giving it away in the wrong way. But this just shows you the need that is there locally. That is why I would really like to encourage, really strongly encourage, that because our local needs come first and we will be questioned about them before the needs for other places. That's why my suggestion is that you give between 10 to 50% of your donation should be given locally. Yes, we're not saying don't give anything to any other organization. Feel free to give to other organizations, whether they be in other countries. However, the most important thing is that you must help locally. To donate, please visit the website. It's very easy to donate because it's all set up and we're a registered charity, and you can donate simply online if you want to. Otherwise, if you want to donate to an individual, then please contact us and we can give you the details of one of our representatives, and you can hand them the money yourself if you want to. And the main thing is, please do encourage the rest of your family and friends about this wonderful cause to help people locally. Finally, I want to mention one other aspect, that we also over the last 3 years have helped in a number of different community-wide welfare programs. That means qurbani, getting qurbani from the people who do qurbani, and then going and distributing. That means basically receiving the qurbanis that people do and then going and distributing the meat to homeless people. That brings so much joy to them at Eid time. There is local food drives. We've done a number of those. Sleeping bag collections for the homeless. Supermarket voucher schemes that are found in different masajid. We give them supermarket vouchers, so if a poor person comes in and they seem like they are entitled to this, they're given the supermarket vouchers. Again, Jazakallah khairan for listening. Please keep all the volunteers at Nawaal in your du'as, and keep all the poor people around in your du'as as well. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward all of you for all of your assistance, support and your help. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from all of us. Jazakumullah khairan. Homited is a hospital that we all use. I mean, many of our locals have given birth there, have been born there. It's a place where many of our family members may have gone when they've been sick, and we've got a very strong connection with this hospital, and it's our hospital as much as it's anybody else's. And in that sense, we want to try to help this hospital as much as possible. So we've got a drive to raise £3,000 during this month of Ramadan. Again through Nawal Fund. So you can, that is going to be lillah, that is going to be lillah funds only. So please consider donating generously to that as well.